Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your September 2024 reading. It's me here, Krystal Clear. Happy to deliver spirit insight for you as you navigate the month. So what we're going to do first and foremost is pull 2 oracle cards for the energy, one coming into the month and one as we leave. So coming into the month, we have, I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. So that's coming into the month. Okay, and as you leave, we've got 2. There's nothing sexier than my authentic truth. And the presence of love always outcasts or casts out the fear. Okay, perfect. So I think I went like this. There we go. All right, Scorpio. So I do feel like leading up to these to the month of September 2024, especially last month, it was a quieter month for you. And coming into the month, that's why I'm unapologetic about what I desire. And I trust that what I focus on will grow. I feel like you have been focusing on like what you trust, what you believe, what your faith is, where your thoughts come from, your perspectives. I feel like you've really been just focusing on that and growing in whatever situation that you've been dealing with. And it's been showing you more and more of who you are, maybe not necessarily who you've been, but whatever this experience is related to that you have recently gone through these past few months or so, or maybe a year up until this point, I feel like there's just been a lot of growth. And you're feeling just really confident in this space of like, you know, self-expression and being authentic and organic. You've got the authentic truth and your presence of love. So like who you truly are. By the end of September, I feel like you just have a better acceptance. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 4 cards. So acceptance of your true authentic self this month, Scorpio. Let's see how that looks. So we'll pull 4 cards to begin. First, we have the Justice card. So there's that truth coming out for sure. We have Ace of Swords. Oh, the little owlies. Who set this up? The Death Rebirth card. And finally, 7 of Cups. Okay. So overall, looking at these 4 card spirits message, there's definitely like a new perspective, and you're unapologetic. It's a truth with the Justice card and the Ace of Swords. There's a truth that you've stepped into. This perspective has shifted. You didn't like necessarily see things going in this way, and it feels favorable because the 7 of Cups is like it's a good feeling, and like there's the Death Rebirth card where there's this transformative shift that happens and gives you some options that are favorable or that you didn't think this, like your expectation could be exceeded there. And it is, Scorpio. So that's first and foremost. But if we were to take this week by week, starting with the Justice card there, the first week in September, there's like some truth. Yeah, there's some truth that is, I feel like talked about, or not only this truth, your authentic truth there. Not only does this come about like in your mentality, but I feel like there's some conversation that happens the first and second week of September for you that like you're talking about your true feelings a bit more with, this can be like family. It does feel intimately related. So like family, friends, people who are close to you, you're talking about your experience a bit more and what it's like done for you or how you've grown from it, how you've healed from it to help other people. Part of your story, like sharing that, it really is becoming a focus. It's communication exchange with other people or someone else, and it feels significant and intimately related. Intimate meaning just like close to your heart, and it's important to you. And it's something that you've gone through that was transformational in your life. You know, it really like changed your perspective on existence and patterns and cycles of behavior and the people that are in our life and the experiences we go through. Like the third week, there's a healing from the experience by what you've shared with others. It's like you heal by telling your story. That would be a good phrase that relates to Spirit's message. You relate by you heal by telling your story, and people heal by hearing it. But I feel like this is not only just for others, but this is also deeply for yourself. Finally, that last week of September brings like, you just start to feel a little bit more yourself. You're feeling yourself a little bit more. Scorpio, you're sexier. Nothing sexier than your authentic truth. So you're feeling yourself a little bit more by the end of September. I feel like September is just a really great month for you to go through this like development and this shift of what I went through has defined me, and in a way it's redefined me. It helped me step into my light, it helped me step into my greatness, my wholeness, my truth, and my story helps other people. And I've also learned to be vulnerable with communication, and as I'm vulnerable with communication, relationships around me start to flourish, close relationships, intimate relationships. It feels like the focus in September for those of you who are watching this, I know it's general, but it does feel very closely related to healing family connections. It can be romantic. I don't have cups, but it feels like close, like to have justice. It can just be like family or coworkers, but community, it feels close, close group of people. And that's what's healing from, or that's what's being facilitated from your healing. Not only are you able to heal and share your story and be vulnerable and connect intimately with others personally and in a group, but you're also able to help the people around you hear your story and grow from it and have their faith too. All right, so we're going to pull 3 cards here for navigating the month of September. And it's almost Scorpio season, it's right around the corner. All right, let's see what we've got. As you navigate, we have establish sanctuary, create stillness, and face your dragons. Haven't you? Isn't that what, like, this is what we've been talking about. This is what Spirit's been channeling through, the confirmation of like what you have gone through has allowed for you to grow more strongly in who you already are and who you have been developing into. And so as you go about this month, transforming these hardships, these facing of your dragons, as you face your dragons and you recognize that these experiences have all come together to make you stronger, to bring out these tools that you can use not only to navigate your life at a higher perspective, but also to help those around you. So first, establish sanctuary. I feel like there's some real beautiful peace that comes to your home or your living situation. I know we talked a little bit about family healing. So for some Scorpios, this is definitely going to hit you in the family sector, your home life, those people that you share space with, your intimate community, lovers that you may live with, like redefining what that space looks like. And if you don't live with anyone, it's maybe even, so Spirit's advice coming in is like, maybe you're doing some renovations to your home, or maybe you could do some renovations to your home, something internal, but because you've been renovating your sexy, authentic truth, your unapologetic self. You've been renovating that in your mind and in your perspective. So why not carry that out personally in your external home as well? So maybe do some updates, some renovations if you can, or even just like spruce up one of your favorite rooms with a few items of decor. We've got the create stillness. So whatever it is that you do when you're establishing sanctuary, when you're healing your home, your space, and everyone, including yourself in it. As you do that, as you go about that, allow for it to bring peace. Like, this isn't being done as preparation for the next bad thing, or this isn't being done in preparation to hurt you or to pile anything on. This is like a clean slate. It is peaceful. There's healing that comes from this. And that's what create stillness is. And Spirit's giving me the image of like a boiling pan of water. You can't see the bottom of the pan, but when the pan is not boiling, you can see the bottom of the pan. And like how that relates to our emotions, that as as you're doing things and you're being authentic and genuine and things are heating up and intensifying and there's great connection and you're deepening these connections, try to allow your emotions to stay open, and not kind of bubble up where you can't see the depth of it, the truth of it. So that's some more spirit advice as you go about this month. But finally, face your dragons. I do feel that came out first and foremost, but even just talking about the bubbling up, like as you open up, as you become vulnerable, so as you are unapologetic in your authentic truth and you're showing up from this vulnerable space of love, that's going to naturally kick up some vulnerabilities, because that's what being open to love does, is it kicks up our vulnerabilities, because we put ourselves in a position where anything could happen. That means our greatest dreams, our wildest dreams, but as well as our worries. And the truth is, we won't know what is to come until we take steps. And best to take steps in our unapologetic, authentic truth, because that's representing the expression of love that we have for ourselves. So hopefully that makes some sense and this helps you as you navigate the month of September. Scorpio, I'm wishing you all the best blessings and love always. Take care.